Hello again, everyone. This is Bloodlines. Today I'm playing Defiance. The Xbox 360 beta just came out today, and I've been testing it out. So far, I have mixed opinions about it, and I was really psyched on my first video, if anyone's seen it, about Defiance. But I'm not too upset about it at all, and I'm still gonna buy the game. What happened was this morning, Pacific time, at 8 a.m. the servers were supposed to go up, so myself and tons of other fans in the forums were talking about it and excited about playing it and this and that, and come to find out, the first problem was servers didn't come on until about 8:20 or so, which is not a big deal. I knew something like that would happen. One sec. But after that was fixed, I got in the game and I was ready to go. So I start here. I'm making my character. There's really no classes in the game. It's just basically you start with a different archetype. Basically a different look. You can be a soldier like I was. I think it's a machinist, outlaw. Basically, it's just the weapon types. You start with a shotgun or assault rifle. Basically, just changing primary weapons. But I wanted to start with an assault rifle, and I like the way this gear looks, so I'm probably gonna have it for a while. Plus, it's beta, and I thought that skull face paint actually do go with the skull face paint. But I thought it looked really cool, so thought I'd roll with that. And the graphics are, I'm forgiving as far as the graphics go, because for how much this game is doing, and it being one of the first MMOs or since Final Fantasy 7 or 11, whatever the hell it was. I played that a little bit. It was terrible. Since then, since about 2006, it's crazy that we're still, gonna see MMOs on the Xbox. And I do skip a lot of these cutscenes because I've seen them a million times watching other beta testers videos. Excuse me, I'm really very thirsty. But I'm starting in the starting area right now, with my soldier-looking guy. Or I think it's called veteran. You're supposed to be a veteran from a previous war that took place at the end of the world. So I'm starting with that dude, and his name is Cass, which is my nickname, and kind of model him after me. I'm not as ripped or maybe as handsome, but it's me nonetheless. So here's one of the starting cutscenes. Yeah, I've seen it a million times. Not really much I can say about it. But here you meet the I guess your main sidekick throughout the game. Her name's Cass as well, but one extra S, and no relation. But yeah, she's all right. The voice acting is pretty bad in this game, to be honest. The sci-fi show actually looks pretty decent as far as acting goes, in dialogue, but as far as the game goes, it's pretty bad. It sounds super campy, and and actually the ego you get, which is your artificial intelligence that basically guides you through it basically it's your Navi from freaking Ocarina of Time. And actually it's less annoying than Ocarina of Time. I think actually, I was confused there. The Ocarina of Time Navi is less annoying than this creature here. That little white thing you just saw right now, that ghost-looking chick. You're the only one that can actually see her. It's because of a implant you had in your brain. It's called the ego, which is basically gives you your superhuman abilities. So there's 4 different abilities you use. You get to pick one at the start of the game, but you can branch out eventually to get another one. But yeah, for the most part, you have the 4 abilities are overcharge or overload, I think it is, where you basically do a ton more melee or a ton more weapon damage for a certain amount of time. Then there's project, or I think it's hologram. Sorry, I keep getting confused with other games, like Halo 4 and all that. So you shoot a hologram out, and basically shoot a hologram out, and it will full NPCs and apparently dumb players alike, which is pretty cool. And I'm actually branching out from overcharge to or overload to hologram, because those are the kind of playstyle I like. I like using a lot of heavy weapons, LMGs and shotguns, stuff like that. But the other 2 abilities are blur, which makes you oh, this is actually a cool thing too. I was really upset or not upset, but I didn't think that you were going to be able to map your controller to whatever you wanted. And that's what I hate about a lot of games, that they don't let you customize your controller. Because there's a certain type of way I play and style. Any game that has a button mapping like this, I usually follow Battlefield 3's controller scheme, because I love Battlefield 3's controller scheme. I hate the whole Call of Duty pressing in the right thumbstick to knife. It's I don't know. I hate having to take my hands off my sticks to crouch. It's just really annoying. So I was trying to mess with it here as far as crouch goes, but I thought I'd just leave it for now. I just mixed up my grenade and my power to match Battlefield, kind of. But yeah, it's pretty cool. The other ability the other two are Blur, which makes you run faster, and it kind of gives you a weird, like, Matrixy looking feel to you. It kind of will just, like, it's hard to aim at you, basically, because it'll show like a little projection at the end of you. It's weird. It's kind of like speed lines almost, and you also do tons more melee damage. So it's easy. It's nice to run in, hit real quick, or just run away. You know, because there's a lot of times when you're gonna lose a battle and you'd rather not die. It's not being a pussy. It's being tactical and smart. You know, if you're gonna lose a battle, if you're overwhelmed, you have too many guys on you, the best thing to do is just run away and not be a dumbass and die for no reason. You know. I need more water. So the next ability is, I'm actually going to showcase them right now, pretty soon. But the next ability is Stealth, and their Cloak. And it's self-explanatory. You can go invisible for a certain amount of time. And when you shoot, you do pop out of Stealth, I believe. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, basically this this ego is basically your guardian angel, your conscience, if you will, and she's at the beginning of all the quests. So you basically walk up to her, press X, talk to her, she'll let you know what you need to do, and she's pretty helpful. She does kind of annoy me, her voice. Nothing against people with speech impediments, but I swear to God, this chick has like a hardcore lisp, and it's really annoying at times. And no offense to anyone who has a lisp, I'm sorry about that, but I don't know. It's unfortunate. But here I'm equipping a shield. I just picked one up. In this game, there is, in traditional MMOs, you do have armor slots and relics and all that stuff. I played a lot of WoW, played Rift, I played Guild Wars 2, played Ragnarok, I played Star Wars Galaxies. I played a ton of different MMOs, so I know a lot about armor slots and all that shit. And this game does not have any, and at first that kind of turned me off, but then when I started to watch videos and beta gameplay and all that stuff, it actually makes sense. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of times in games when, especially in Star Wars Galaxies, I never really RP or anything like that, but I liked looking, I liked looking a certain way. I never liked wearing a ton of armor. I liked kind of looking like almost like a Han Solo bounty hunter-ish guy. So I kind of mix and match clothing, and that's like when I really didn't know anything about the damn game, and that game is pretty intricate. But in this game, it's essentially the same thing as far as there's different outfits you can pick up. And by outfits, I mean from your neck down to your feet. So this whole getup I'm wearing now is one outfit. And it does not have any stats at all. It's just purely cosmetic, just to look, cool or different. But I am wearing one of the starter ones, so I don't look that cool at the moment. Anyways, and there's also headgear, and I've heard some talk on the live streams from Tryon Worlds talking about maybe adding some stats to headgear, maybe to outfits, but so far they're not doing that, which is fine. Headgear is cool. I mean, I've seen some cool headgear like masks and balaclava looking things and helmets, and you can mix and match those to whatever you want, so that's pretty cool. The only thing that really affects your stats is your shield. You basically rely on your weapons and shield. Your shield really tells you how strong you are, and your ego units. And I'll show you a little bit of that, I think, in a minute. But your ego units is basically whenever you level up in the game, you get an ego point, and you basically get to use that in a giant talent tree, which spans the 4 skills. So you start with one of the skills, you pick one of the skills, and then from there you branch out. And there's different levels of each ability. I think there's 3 levels of each, but you have to spend, like the first one you spend 1 point, the second one you spend 2, and third I think you spend 3. You know, you just kind of if you want to, you need to unlock certain points on the grid in order to unlock others. A lot of times you might have to waste one ego upgrade point in order to get to a ability you really want, or a passive ability or whatnot, or a perk you really want, and to spend a lot of points in. And this is actually a feedback. After every quest, you're going to be asked by Tryon to submit feedback. You can either type it in. I actually have the chat pad from way back in the day when they first came out with it for the Xbox 360. So I have the chat pad up, and I was typing a lot of stuff in earlier, but or after this video, but earlier. And there is a lot of glitches. Right now it looks fine, but when you get out into the open world, I think this is kind of instanced out, but as in this is kind of its own like area away from the rest of the world. I'm pretty sure because it ran very smooth here, and I was like, oh wow, this isn't too bad. This is and there I am waving to my ego unit, or ego. Who doesn't wave to their ego, right? All right, this is. Bad joke. Boo. This is where you test out your abilities. And this is the first one, stealth. And the stealth is pretty damn good, I think. If you move slow enough, you know, or even you're further away, it's very hard to see. And I've seen players running around stealth, and I'm like, oh shit, you know, just pop up out of nowhere. And that's overcharge. That's what it's called. And you just do a shitload of damage, and your arms turn red. I don't know, that's kind of I guess that's a trade-off, because it's really obvious that you're using the ability, and you kind of stand out. I guess over distance people can see it too. So actually I don't know if other players can see it if they're fighting you. I'm not sure, but I haven't done any PvP yet, and I don't think it's live yet, because the servers are apparently running off of an old Xbox client, so the servers are really shit right now. I'll show you a little bit later, I think. My first stream's only going to be about 17 minutes long or so, just to show you the first quest and first like general area and give you a little rundown of the game. And then I will release a few more videos later too, but I'm going to upload this one first and give you some information on the game. Yeah, so here's the ego grid I was talking about. You get to pick one ability. Overcharge is what it's called, decoy. You pick one ability, and from there it'll unlock the surrounding tiles, or a few of the surrounding tiles. And then you would have to unlock another tile if you want to get. So if I want to get to the left there, I would have to start branching out to the left. Watch, here we go. I grab overcharge. Yes, would you like to unlock? Yes. See, now those are unlocked. If I get thick-skinned, it will for my next ego unit, it will unlock the next. I think the top left, the 3 to my left, my northwest. And from there, you keep going in the direction you want to unlock to. So it's pretty clever, I think, because there's a lot of different loadouts you can have, and I think you can have different perks and all that, and different ego trees. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but I think that's what they've been saying, or maybe I misunderstood, which is possible. But I hear I'm killing some hell bugs and some mutants. Those seem to be the biggest enemy type, or the most common enemy type around here. But this demo, this beta, it's not a demo, it's a beta. It's really buggy. But this area is, I think it's Mount Tam, and Madeira is the other area, but those are both based off of real areas in San Francisco. And yeah, we're getting close to the end of the video. This is the first level, and you're going to meet up with Cass, and you have to kill some mutants and blow up their home. Pretty fucked up, right? But they're douchebags, so they need to go to hell and die. And it's funny also, these guys kind of, so the mutant riflemen, if you get close to them, they look like not Chunk, what's his name? The freaking huge deformed guy from the Goonies, the Hey You Guys. And it's funny because you actually hear these riflemen saying, "Hey you guys." Not in the same voice, but it's pretty close, and I was chuckling at it earlier. Because I was like, that dude looks like, I forget his damn name. This is gonna. I gotta get on Internet Movie Database in a minute. Shout out to Jack Patillo. But yeah, see, as of now, everything works fine. But in my later videos, you'll see, or the next couple videos, you'll see when it starts to slow up. It runs pretty great right here. It runs smooth as hell. I mean, I'm shooting things, and once they're dead, they die. But that's not the case later on, and you'll see. But this is how the game is supposed to run for the most part. Maybe even smoother once the actual game comes out. But we still got a couple of weeks. April 2nd when it actually does roll out on shelves. So I'm still excited about that. I did order the Ultimate Edition, which is $150. Yeah, I know it's a lot of money to invest in a game that is the first of its kind. It's not like I'm buying buying Halo 5 or something like that. Some a brand that I know it's going to be good, But I don't have a lot of faith in this game, and the beta is going to be live for I think 5 days or so. And hopefully, I hear tonight they're supposed to update the servers, and everything will run a lot smoother. But right now, it's there's a lot of problems, and like I said, you'll see what's going on later. It's kind of the end cutscene. I think my video is nearing 7 minutes or 17 minutes. Yeah, I got a little bit of time. But yeah, that's kind of a funny way that your guy goes flying. But yeah, there's a really cheap shot of Dodge right now. You'll see, and I laughed at it. I was like, wow, it's like Wayne's World when they're drinking the Pepsi and turning the can and wearing Adidas and all that. It's like it's pretty cheesy how they show Dodge. Watch. See, doesn't look like Dodge, but oh, Dodge! Wow. I love Dodge, so that's fine. Anyways, this is the end of my video, so I will see you guys in my